One of the worst parts of traveling is how long it takes to get to the airport, but is that a problem of the past? This company claims that you can get to JFK Airport in 5 minutes in a helicopter. So we're right on the West Side Highway on the Hudson River. This is where the heliport is. I'm a little tiny bit nervous. I've never been on a helicopter before. I'm also definitely more worried because of all the recent helicopter and plane accidents. There were about 90 helicopter accidents in 2024 with 30 fatalities. Usually an Uber from West 30th Street to JFK would cost you close to $100, compared to this helicopter, which costs $200. And it works just like Uber. The price surges depending on the day and the time. But if I do actually get there in 5 minutes, it might be worth the money. I did see on their website that bringing a bag over 25 pounds costs an extra $145. So if you have a normal suitcase, this trip would technically cost $345, which is a lot more. I hope it's cute in there. The lounge is decorated very trendy. It has a full bar. It has a privacy room if you need to take work calls. And it has these really nice seats and couches where you can look out at the helipad and at the water, which is really nice. And again, this flight is $200, so this place should be nice. Oh my God, the helicopter is literally landing. I think that might be mine. I am very skeptical that they're going to get me there in 5 minutes. I think it might be closer to 10 minutes. I'm going to time myself when I get on the helicopter, so we'll see. I was lined up with the one other passenger that was going on my helicopter, and the company was very strict about safety. However, this is really where my nerves started kicking in. Taking off on a helicopter is very different than taking off on a plane. I definitely could feel it a lot more. It was a little bumpy and my stomach was definitely not feeling great. But then we got to cruising altitude and these views were just incredible. It's a way more scenic view than a dirty highway. The helicopter itself was pretty cramped, definitely more cramped than a car. And they had these little windows on the side that were open, so that kind of freaked me out a little bit. Once we landed, I stopped my timer and the flight came out to be about 7.5 minutes. I was then directed to my own personal Escalade, which brought me directly to my terminal. That took another 11 minutes. If I factor in the time it took me to drive to the Blade heliport, which was 30 minutes, my overall travel time to the airport comes out to be 48 minutes, which still saves me about 20 to 40 minutes depending on the traffic. The actual helicopter flight itself was probably my least favorite part just because it was a little scary. If you're afraid of heights, this definitely is not for you. It was a very fun and exciting experience, and I get the appeal, but it seems like something more catered towards the 1% than the average person.